So we're going to explore desire and this kind of framing of actually allowing desire into meditation. So I'm just going to give a couple of pointers before we get started. The first is that we'll begin with a practice of opening to the body and sensing into the whole felt sense of the body. And that'll be our foundation, both as grounding, but also to sense what actually feels like something when we shift more towards desire, shift more towards the imaginal. So that's the first thing. Grounded in the body, it helps for mindfulness and it lets us know thoughts and images as thoughts and images. The second thing is that you may have already studied and practiced around desire, and especially in a Buddhist context, desire is something you let go of and perhaps even try to very skillfully ignore or do things that help to move you away from desire. In this practice, we're actually going to go into it. It's quite a different mode. So the suggestion here is feel free in this half hour, however long the meditation is, to put aside any ideas that you already have, any pre-existing beliefs, habitual responses to the idea of desire. Just put that all aside and just see if you can open and trust. Okay, and one more thing I'm going to mention, I'm actually going to read a bit of a poem, or it's a letter. I want to read a short passage. This is from Rainer Maria Rilke, Letters to a Young Poet. So this is writing in response to a young poet who asked a question about sort of asking others whether their writing is any good. Okay. No one can advise you or help you. No one. There's only one thing you should do. Go into yourself. Find out the reason that commands you to write. See whether it has spread its roots into the very depths of your heart. Confess to yourself whether you would have to die if you were forbidden to write. This, most of all, ask yourself in the most silent hour of your night, must I write? Dig into yourself for a deep answer. And if this answer rings out in assent, if you meet this solemn question with a strong, simple, I must, then build your life in accordance with this necessity. Your whole life, even into its humblest and most indifferent hour, must become a sign and a witness to this impulse. Then come close to nature. Then, as if no one had ever tried before, try to say what you see and feel and love and lose. Okay. Let that just wash over you as you come into a meditative posture. Feeling any resonance, and also noticing any dissonance. Just feeling into how that lands for you right now. Feeling into the truth of your present moment experience. Now check in with your body. See if there's any movements that would help you to just settle in a little more. Perhaps just feeling into where anything feels stark or heavy. Just bringing even a little micro movement there. And finding that sense of alignment. Finding the uprightness. and the resilience of the body, and also finding the softness and ease. Now, as you settle in, you're very welcome to take a few deeper breaths. And there's the option here to breathe out through the mouth. And I invite you here to just connect with the body, with the breath. Connecting with your present moment experience, body and breath. Now, find an anchor for today's practice. Finding something in your experience that's grounding, safe, and stable. It could be the feeling of being supported, where your body makes contact with the chair, floor, or the cushion. Could be the breath. You can also anchor yourself to a sound or to something you're seeing in the visual field. And once you find an anchor that feels even just a little bit settling, and just allow yourself to hang out there. You're borrowing the stability of that part of your experience, and letting that wash over the mind, drawing on that stability. And you can let your anchor shift into the background. Feel free to return back to that at any time. Some grounding and stability would help you. And then I'll invite you to open your awareness to the whole body space. You might find, upon hearing that, or just the intention, you can sense into the whole body. You might also find that it's helpful to go part by part, starting with the base of the body, where your body makes contact, and expanding to include all of both legs. Just feeling that space with bright awareness. Both legs all the way down to the toes. And then also including the torso, the belly, the chest, sides of the body, lower back, middle back, and upper back. Filling the torso with bright, sensitive awareness. And then expanding to include the shoulders, the arms, all the way down to the fingertips. And then including the neck and the throat. And then including the head, back of the head, sides of the head, top of the head, and the forehead, face, jaw, the whole of the head, and the whole of the body, filled with bright, clear awareness. And just sensing into that whole space. You may be noticing sensations like warmth and coolness, pressure, the texture of your clothes. You may also be noticing the felt sense, that overall feeling or texture, tonality. And it's okay if that's a bit murky or it has a more than words quality. Just feeling into that felt sense, however it appears. Being with the felt sense of the whole body. And notice that as you open to the whole body, there can be a grounding effect. There's a stabilizing, a settling, dropping into the body and into the present. And there can also be a brightening, becoming more sensitive, more aware. The body appears more clearly. You're more attuned to all of the sensation and feeling. Being with the body, being in this field of feeling. Good. And so I'll provide instructions, prompts for moving forward with meditation on desire. Now feel free to stay with the body or with the presence anchor. It can also help to keep the body and your anchor just in the background as we do this. Just let these instructions wash over you. So firstly, putting aside any preconceptions about desire, about wanting. Putting aside any fixed ideas. Another way we could say this is opening and trusting. Just letting whatever comes, come. Seeing if you will be changed by what arises. And the next thing is to feel into a sense of wanting. Now, sometimes we notice wanting because there is suffering. There's something we want, but we can't get it, we don't have it yet. You might also find just briefly recalling a situation or the situation you find yourself in life right now. Notice where there is wanting. What is it that you want? And then go deeper. Go one step beyond the surface level wanting. Go beyond wanting some material object, some new title, position, some new relationship. Go one step deeper to what you really need. Something more core. What do you yearn for? What is it your heart yearns for? What is your deeper desire? And let it come to you. And see what resonates in the body, in the felt sense. It's okay if this is murky or unclear. Just trusting and letting it come. Wanting and the deeper desire. What do you yearn for? And then open in the body, open to the current of desire. Really open. Let this energy move and flow. You might imagine that the body is opening in the sense that the channels of the body open. You might even picture flowing water, a river, stream. You might have a sense that there's a light that begins shining more brightly through the body. And also you can just feel this in the body space. A kinesthetic sense of opening. Really let this energy flow, open to the flow of desire. Notice what happens. Notice what shifts when you really allow desire to be there and open to that current. Now the next contemplation, like all of these prompts, it's totally optional. You're always welcome to just do your own thing and not follow along. And this contemplation is to imagine yourself many years from now, decades from now, on your deathbed. Imagine yourself coming to the end of your life. You're in the final season of life. And there's a sense of knowing the end is coming. And as you imagine yourself from there, what is it that you most want in life? What is it you most wanted, that you most valued? Now watch out here for the inner critic. Watch out for patterns, judgments. See if you can just open to the sense of wanting. The poignancy of finitude. We have to choose some things over others. What is it that you would most want? Know that desire is a gift. Desire creates worlds. It orients us, guides us, motivates, inspires. But it can also be a double-edged sword. We can get burned by the fire. We can get cut by the sword. There's something wonderful, something powerful about this gift of desire. And see if you can take the view that the desire that you feel is a gift given to you, coming from all of this, coming from interdependence, and perhaps even coming from Buddha nature, true nature, or coming from the divine. See if you can see it as a gift. And here you can notice where there is resonance, notice where there is aliveness, and just allow yourself to explore and feel into any images, feel into your sense of things, your sense of self, your sense of world. Okay, so just feeling into the body, just reorienting, grounding yourself. And just letting the effects of this practice wash over you, land and settle. And then when you're ready, very gently and gradually beginning to come out of the formal practice. And as you blink open the eyes and look around, just noticing how things appear for you, noticing how you feel